To many here, Forest greatest, and the results spoke for themselves. John Robertson in.
Going to be up against it today, but I'm really interested. Nico Williams and Savona, they're going to be up against. Look past that front three, can you? Phil Foden, Rayan Cherki, and
the table. They haven't enjoyed a winning Forest side who have more work to do in pursuit of former glories. Never forget the way he just glided across. There will be no room. He's becoming increasingly potent with every passing game. So he did return to the top for 5 last weekend. They had the chance first time in August.
So Forest have got to make sure they've got a clean sheet mentality, and when chances they've got to be
of those. It's Marilla. And on that basis, someone else could be absolutely critical today. It's Cherki that plays. But Piola rates so
in his own since he's
out of position. Right flank for Forest. Into the middle to be able to try and take Nunes. In from Hutchinson, it's a great.
He gets himself in between the half and the fullback.
At Wembley back in April in the FA Cup semi-final. That didn't. Gibbs White. Some money here from Bernardo Silva. No flag up against him. It's over the top, a little bit too straight, but Savona taking the throw quickly, forward towards Rayan Cherki, and John Victor grateful to see that one drift over his goal as soon as they came back to ensure they hadn't over-enjoyed the Christmas colour.
Piola did see it.
Try to get both in there. Header away from in front of Donnarumma. Anderson it back.
His football, his experience. Like you say, he is going to be so valuable.
Foden able to turn, looking for Haaland. Very well. And not miss Rodri. Rodri. And the ball's right finding Savona. Hutchinson, the Manning away. Known penalty area in possession. Cherki. Is trying to turn, Savona hope. That's right, a beautiful turn to get away from Vardy. The worst ball. Anderson firing it in first time.
Want to see.
Very statistic when you bear in mind that he inherited a side who were in the. A little bit too much space from his liking, though. But given away. Gonzalez, Cherki, Haaland, unleashing on his left, Lenkovic, chances. Such has been the defensive discipline on show from those in Garibaldi Red this afternoon. Physical encounter. Cherki, and again. And firstly, in his last 7 games in League and Cup. Squeezing it through towards Phil Foden. O'Reilly again. Reijnders hooking it in for Nunes' run, but at the moment. But what they haven't been able to do is create too many real clear-cut goal-scoring misses. Awesome. Playing in Hutchinson. Lovely shape on that ball. Oh, O'Reilly with a missed kick.
Shots came from Nottingham Forest.
He hasn't scored a Premier League goal. 5 wins in a row for City. In the league, 7 in election. Tells you what he's thinking of performances at the moment. Anderson hoping to give Igor Jesus something to battle with, and he did well. Milenkovic did well. And find Gibbs White. Linton found Hutchinson, Savona outside him. And they get another corner out of it. Omari Hutchinson again. In from didn't get the height he wanted. Find Morgan Gibbs White here for Forest. Here comes from Hutchinson. This can have all the pushing and shoving you.
A bit more width, and what it'll do, it'll stretch that back forward man of Nottingham.
Foden. Dyche took over. For Foden, another wonderful Manchester City move.
He's made himself very, very tough to beat and done a job for his team. Yeah.
Shoot, he drew that. Finds Hutchinson. I think Abonne quite let out this width. City haven't been able to hurt them there. He's sensibly just playing the way that he's facing under pressure. Silva getting on the end of that clearance from Savoy. He's up in a central position to win that back. Dyche was adamant that his big striker was fouled there. Yeah, it in for Reijnders, who almost was able to turn. Here's Haaland setting. Which one away? O'Reilly sold short. And that will be a free kick. Now Cherki with a good foot in. Haaland playing it back to him before Murillo came across. Foden making the early run forward here, but there's too much on the ball from Diaz. A late goal from Callum Hudson-Odoi. They haven't won back-to-back games against City here since. There's a swing here.
Yeah, well, I knew they were going to have to get it from somewhere. Would be Phil Ford and Cherki, but obviously had to get a bit more width.
And it was in as a result, and they've scored. And it's taken only 2.5 minutes start of the second half. When you're in the midst of a title race, you have to find the way. Manchester City scoring. Manchester City have their noses in front. Tijjani Reijnders. A good moment, or it feels as though it will be. Let's move into space for Cherki. Flicked onto the outside of the post keeper. Foden takes it very deep as he looked for Vardy.
Given to City the width and it's O'Reilly on the other side, it's creating a lot more space.
Plenty of space on the right now. Foden. Again. There's back for Gibbs White. Igor Jesus. Dominguez waiting in the middle. But it was Hutchinson that found the touch. Big six teams. Here's Haaland. Reijnders.
Below us is going to need a nice pack after this game because Sean Dyche.
And Foden's finding an increasing amount of space in the midfield. And we've got Igor Jesus up with him. Still he goes. O'Reilly has fouled him. Pacey from Hutchinson, but not high enough. He's turned him beautifully. Igor Jesus. Shot. Manderson. Oh, Donnarumma has punched it.
Giving them. And I just think Forest have been so positive, Jim, whenever they've...
Nico O'Reilly. Up against O'Reilly again, Igor Jesus getting there first. Gibbs White, that's clever. Williams, good save. Savona! Back, but he back almost immediately. Reijnders trying to roll it in. His task, it's Núñez that comes in very deep. O'Reilly keeping off the ball in towards O'Reilly, and Hunt off balance. Very difficult one for him to keep. This is neat and tidy from close range. Foden rolling his man, good save. John his body behind it. It was brilliant. Teased in by Anderson. Fire and deflection. Now for a corner. Gonzalez, Foden, and still, there it is again, and he's heading down, and brilliantly put away by Cherki. A magnificent strike. Manchester City lead again with 7 minutes to go. Rayan Cherki